Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done a blog update, so I'm going to summarize everything from the Moped Mayhem race all the way up to today. I'm pretty sure I talked about the Moped Mayhem race. It was pretty awesome. I won first place for the variated class, and the next race, the first NEMA race, was in July. It went out pretty well. There was a good turnout considering the fact that I had to postpone it. It was kind of unfortunate, the rain and all. Then the last race that just happened 2 weeks ago, it was a meh turnout. I gave out trophies on both races, and I haven't put up the scoring sheet yet. My bad, I'm just super busy. But I will say that everything's going pretty well as far as the races go. I'm going to be joining up with Lucky Two Strokes out in Massachusetts, so check them out. Big shout out to Justin Adler. Thank you for hooking me up and helping me out. Tomahawk Tuning, Christoph Nowlet, those guys out in LA doing their thing, being awesome. And Treats, Benji, you guys are amazing, simply the best, awesome, get stuff from them. Alright, so I'm gonna hopefully talk about what I did today. My battery's dying on the phone, so I'll make it pretty quick. I took the launch lever that Christoph gave me and I extended it. I bought some piping and I extended it. Hopefully the welds will hold up pretty well. I think I did a good job. The issue is my Polini 19mm intake broke. Snapped off. It was a clamp on. Snapped right off. Can't really do anything about that. The casting was bad, I guess, so let's go back to the Doppler 19mm, trusty, tried and true, spigot carb. Sorry there's not too much light over here. Let's see, don't have light. Right now I converted the bike into street mode. I have the Bridgestone Battle Axe BT39 SS tires on there. There's a little issue with the brake rubbing, but that's not really important. I hooked up the this light that I had bought off of Scott Birdsey from a year or so ago, and works straight off the battery like that, just so that way I could ride on the street. This bike is registered. I just never got the sticker, so right now I'm using the TSM license plate on it. TSM sitting right there, has a seal leak, I think. I haven't had time to take that apart. So street mode, super street mode, and I fixed this. I put a spacer in here because this is wiggling side to side. Now it's perfectly smooth action, no wiggling. I'm gonna leave it right now with the spring, and maybe get the kickstart variator ER3. Leave the CDI on and put on the kickstart plate, and this will be my rally bike. Pretty awesome. I'm gonna try and make it to the Metal Ponies rally. Definitely going to the Michigan one, so if you guys are watching, expect me over there. Hopefully everything goes well with me coming out over there. It's a long drive. And yeah, so the reason why this is going to be the street bike now is because, one, I have the Bigelow fairings, and second, I started painting up the new frame. I'm a little bit disappointed with some of the paint job that I did, but it's a race bike, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. that much. It's just painting this kind of frame is very difficult. I still have to do another coat, so I'm going to sand it down a bit again, paint it up white. Then I have this Max Spray gloss. It says it's sort of like epoxy, so it has a resin in it that you got to activate, shake it up, spray it down a few times. It's like $30 for this one can, so hopefully I can make it last. This will be nice gloss white. I won't have these fingerprints and dirt all over the place like on that bike. I'm going to repaint that in due time. Aluminum rods for holding the fairings. This is a bit long, so I can't really fit it in. Let's see here. There we go. So it slides right in there. Much lighter than the steel ones that I'm using on that bike. I'll leave the seat fairing probably for now. I know I keep saying I'm going to go replicate the fairings. Again, look at this mess. Don't have time to do that. And working on other projects outside of mopeds. Hopefully you guys will hear about that sooner or later. The tires are going to go on this. The wheels, they're going to go on this bike. And the race swing arm is going to be on this bike as well. Gonna sand that down, paint it up real nice. Hey, sorry about that. My battery died. Okay, so where I left off was this engine's going to be the motor that I'm going to use for the Malossi G2 vintage kit. It's the butterfly bridged exhaust port. I might as well just show you guys. If you recall, it's the fancy kit, 49.9cc, and I also got a hold of the 2013 Bigelow Cross edition. Bigelow remade their kits. If you haven't heard of it, this costs me a pretty freaking penny. 38mm exhaust inlet, just like the Malossi G2. There's an adapter in this one, and this is the adapter for that one. I got this. I'll show you how big this exhaust is. Luckily I have a bunch of gaskets for exhaust gaskets for this, so it'll probably fit here. So, nice and big. Oval exhaust port. Flat top piston. It's a 40mm piston, so it's actually like 53cc, more or less. A little saddening for me because I like the 49.9, but that's alright. Yeah, so this kit's actually, I'll probably switch between these two on the new race bike, but I do plan on building an MCR frame. It's essentially a very, very simplified version of the MBK frame. There's specs that I have from the rules in France when they were allowed to make custom frames. And I'm going to see if I can get a parallelogram set up going on, and either buy a pipe, build a pipe, or modify one of the pipes that I have here to work with the parallelogram setup. So that's basically it. Get the fairings all painted, all up together, really make this bike replica and nice and pretty and sturdy. I like the way all this came out so far, so I'm not too unsatisfied. Learned a lot about welding along the way, so that was good. That was a good project. this sad bad boy is probably going to be on hold for a little bit. Again, it's the stock AV10 H2O kit. I'll have to get around to getting a 15mm carb and work up a fixed pulley with a clutch variator, and then eventually I'll do the reviews. Since I have all these kits now, I can do some reviewing. So that's it. That's brings us up to speed. I'll see if I can take some pictures, post some things online. Yeah, come out to the races if you can. It's been pretty awesome. Everybody is now closely matched. I mean, I have my fast race bike, and Justin Adler has his Gila E50, and he is right behind my ass the entire time. Adam Russell has his Hobbit. I think he has 70 Athena on it, 70cc Athena, and he's always been tailing me the whole time. He's about ready to just kick my ass on the track. John Coe with his crazy derby that does wheelies off the line. He's getting there, tuning his bike. Ian T finally has his 50cc, same kit as mine, but his H2O. So, you know, if you're watching and you want to race, come out, join. We don't, you know, it's competitive, but it's all fun. We'll help you out, give you advice, teach you how to race. You know, we're just a bunch of dudes that don't know what the hell we're doing, riding around on the track. So it's all great fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys around later.